This is a real meeting between myself and the council responsible for my care. The voices you are about to hear are real. The events are real. Some sections have been shortened for clarity, but nothing has been changed in meaning. This is not presented as a one-off failure. It is a case study, an example of how conversations like this often function in practice. Pay attention to how questions are handled, how responsibility is managed, and how decisions are approached.
To begin, I want to clarify that this meeting is about my care, my funding, and my rights. I appreciate everyone being here.
I understand that, but can we
Hold on, please. Let me finish, please.
At the start of the meeting, I set out a structure. The aim was to move through specific points and reach clearer outcomes, but almost immediately, control of the meeting begins to shift. The structure is interrupted, redirected, and reframed. This matters, because if you cannot control the structure of your own case, you cannot control its outcome.
Ladan should not be here. Charlotte already emailed A. Sosa requesting Ladan's removal, and this request was ignored. I need an immediate explanation for why. If no valid reason is provided, Ladan must leave before we proceed.
I had already requested that a third-party organization be removed from my case. That request had been made clearly. Despite that, they were still present, and their presence is justified as clarification. This shows a basic issue. A decision can be made but not actually applied.
I think there's been some miscommunication along the line.
Yes, that's why I'm clarifying things.
Here, a clear disagreement is reframed as miscommunication. This is subtle but important. It shifts the issue away from something being wrong and towards something being misunderstood. That removes responsibility.
My previous Care Act assessment with that does exist. It should be retrieved and used as the foundation for my new one. I want a clear explanation for why it hasn't been used.
A full face-to-face assessment was completed. It documented my needs, and then it disappeared from the process. There is no clear explanation for why it was not used. This affects everything that follows.
It's Friedreich's ataxia. It's a neurological, advanced degenerative condition. It means that within a few years, it's degenerative, which means it gets worse and worse over time. I can't function properly. My hands can't move. I'm currently in a wheelchair. I've been progressing from a Zimmer frame to a wheelchair, and I will soon progress to worse. I can't get changed properly. I can't put my socks on. I can't function. Along with that, I've now got type 1 diabetes, which I don't know, you should know as social workers. I've been involved in care. It means I have to inject myself with insulin 3 times a day on meals, and I have to take care overnight. I can't move properly at night. I get pains and cramps. I can't get up. I can't sit up on the edge of my bed. I fall over. I have no core strength. I have no coordination. I can't even... I don't want to have to express in a sort of complaining way about my multiple disadvantages. But and also I can't, because I live with these things day to day, so I haven't prepared a speech for you, explaining the disability and all. These are all things you should be aware of as people.
At this point, I explain my condition directly. What daily life is like, what is physically happening. The response acknowledges difficulty, but it does not change direction. The process continues as before.
Before we can even look at increasing the hours, we need to fix the problem that we have with the account.
Here the focus shifts again. The issue is no longer whether care needs are being properly assessed. Instead, the system places a condition before even considering them. An administrative issue must be resolved first. Only then can care be discussed. This reverses the logical order.
Currently 16 and a half hours, isn't it? That's what
Yes.
you've been
It's
assessed
8
as.
hours.
No, it's 16 and a half.
It's 16 and a half.
And
It's 8
the
hours.
reason why you're only able to pay 8 hours is because you're not paying your contribution.
There is no clear agreement on how many hours of care are being provided. Different numbers are given. Different explanations are used. This is not a small detail. The system depends on these numbers being accurate.
First, for you to be in communication with Miranda, and that's for you to have an understanding of your financial contribution that you need to be making. And also, I will need to be in communication with the financial assessment team. I believe a previous financial assessment has been done. Probably they need to have an update one, or just be in communication with you so you get a proper understanding of the process and why you have the financial contribution. And then you can see how you proceed from there to begin to make your contribution. So you can have the actual 16.5 hours.
At the end of the meeting, the outcome is summarized. There are no clear commitments, no immediate changes. The responsibility is placed back onto me. To understand, to engage, to comply. This meeting lasted more than 2 hours. It required preparation, coordination, and a significant amount of energy. During the meeting, it felt as though some level of control had been established. There was a sense that the situation could now be clarified through follow-up. After the meeting, I sent detailed emails, structured and specific, but those emails were not meaningfully addressed. So although the meeting created the appearance of progress, the underlying issues remained unresolved. This is not presented as an isolated situation. It is one example. In the next episode, I will break down what this meeting shows more clearly